Figured out that Mordecai should have been with Margaret. Who should Finn the human be with? Finn had 3, maybe 4 major love interests. Princess Bubblegum, Flame Princess, Huntress Wizard, and you could say the 4th one is Roselinen, that pillow lady. Pillow Princess. No, Finn was like that. Got that dog in him. Even though he's literally been in a dog. Finn is kind of lost and wandering when it comes to relationships. For most of Adventure Time, he didn't know who his real parents were. So I think that really plays into the fact that he's looking for a relationship like he is. He's so hung up and romanticizing things. Finn is at first in love with Princess Bubblegum, who is the real villain of Adventure Time. Well, not really, but some people do think that. Maybe I'll go over that at some point. He's basically head over heels for her though, and she's like 1,000 years old, but she's only like 18 years old, kind of. And Finn is 12 at the beginning of Adventure Time. Basically does her bidding and tries to impress her at every turn. She seems to repeatedly see him as like another member of the Candy Kingdom, but that's very important. Loves all her loyal subjects, and that's just what Finn is. Finn is a subject she does not want to study. She's just too focused on the greater good for a relationship, for the most part at least, until we figure out her and Marceline. Then the Lich attacks, and she turns into this monster, and then she blows up, and they can only recover so much of her, and when they put her back together, she's really only 13 years old now, kind of, and Finn is 13 years old. So now they're hanging out, going along, having fun, and she basically leads Finn on, and she ends up getting her body back where she's like 18 again. Finn is just left heartbroken. I remember first watching the show, and I really did think they were going to end up together. First I did, but I was a kid. I didn't realize that a human and Bubblegum couldn't be together and make babies. Tried to chew a piece of bubblegum and do that freaky freak, and yeah, I just felt like I brushed my teeth under my pants. I'm not gonna lie though, watching Adventure Time over every time I do, when she turns like 13, they seem pretty good together. And I get excited for Finn because I love Finn. Then there's Flame Princess. This one's kind of weird. It was basically completely manufactured by Jake, which shows how Finn romanticizes things. He's still immature and he has a hole he's trying to fill. He just sees this pretty girl and he's like, I love her, basically. He throws everything into it. He's willing to pretty much hurt himself just to touch her. But ultimately, because it wasn't meant to be, he ends up destroying it himself. I'm manipulating her to fighting the Ice King. It was kind of weird. I liked those episodes, but it was just kind of weird. Bro literally had some fight kink, which kind of makes sense for his character. That got Flame Princess to end it between them. I actually really like these two relationships because it's just kind of relatable. Makes you feel something. That's what Adventure Time does. It's great. The next one is Roselinen. When Finn, Jake, and Bimo are building a pillow fort, Finn goes deep into the pillow fort and finds himself in this pillow kingdom. I'm pretty sure he just ended up taking a nap. In this world, he finds Roselinen and they have kids and basically live happily ever after. He has a whole fulfilling life. He even gets a pillow arm. But that's just the thing. That perfect life, it was a dream. It showed us what Finn really wants. It also showed us that he wants it to be real. That's why he came back to the real world. Plus, he wants everyone he cares about too. This one is obviously unrealistic, but it was nice to see Finn live that out. I mean, we're attached to this character. We love Finn. We want to see him happy. And now, lastly, Huntress Wizard. At the end of Adventure Time, they're both together. Don't see them on screen together so much. We don't really know what the relationship is like. We do know it seems to be stable, though. Even in Fiona and Cake, it's hinted that they're still together. And it's 12 years later. This is his first relationship that isn't romanticized. I don't know if people notice this because all the other relationships there's so much drama, there's so much romance, there's so many mistakes and understandings and ups and downs. The stakes are always high. Not real life. It's not how a real healthy relationship works. That's what everyone wants to see because that's what everyone wants to read in books, watch in movies and TV because it's exciting, but it's not realistic because it takes over your whole world. All those other relationships were great for Finn's character development and it was great to watch because it was exciting. It made you feel like, oh, maybe this is the one for Finn. Maybe there is the one. Even though it might not be as exciting, I think the Huntress Wizard is perfect for Finn. Shares a ton of the same interests. Finn's happy and stable. It's not a core part of the story as much because there isn't something always crazy going on in their relationship. I'm glad Finn's happy, and I hope we see adventures with them together. Now, there are other notable mentions like Breezy, and just other girls Finn kind of hooks up with while he's all weird and sad. Like Crab Princess, and I think Muscle Princess, and I think even Lumpy Space Princess at one point. That is the video, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.
Just come back for fun. Because it's great being alive with you.
Good reason.